Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. I'm really excited. I think I cut myself shaving. Yeah, I thought I fixed that, but oh well. I'm just noticing it now. I guess it didn't stop bleeding, but anyway, that's kind of gross. Anyway, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. I've got a really exciting one for you guys today, so I'm gonna go ahead and start my water because I'm really interested in doing this one. Now, this is one that I've tried as a sample at the store, and I really, really liked it. And I thought I'd share it with you guys because it's great. And of course, I did that lemon lavender last week. So I have lemon Soleil, and I just realized it's coming out backwards on my camera for some reason. But anyway, lemon Soleil. I'm gonna go ahead and open this puppy, and we'll get this party started. Now this is something that this is like my favorite part of the stream. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, it's just this tasting or, it's the camaraderie. Hey Ma, welcome! And while I do absolutely enjoy the camaraderie, I really enjoy opening up a tea for the first time and taking that first whiff. Oh, there's nothing like it. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. I'm having a little bit of trouble. There we go. Woo! Oh boy, that is a strong, strong scent. Mickerdoodles, welcome! I see you popped in. Oh my god, this smells amazing. It's a lemon and black tea, but the lemon is so strong in here that you get like a nice, it's a nice blend of the black scent with the lemon scent. You get like a really strong lemony presence. So this is not going to get drowned out by the black tea. Normally, when I get flavored black teas, all you taste is the black, and that's something that I think they're starting to steer away from now, because I've gone back to the store and smelled the stuff that I used to smell, and it smells so different. Like there's a stronger presence of that flavor. Now I haven't actually sampled any of the new ones yet, but I'm sure that's changed for the better. I'm gonna pour some of this out. Now this has black tea, natural lemon flavor, and marigold flowers. Let's see. Yeah, that's actually all three. So that makes it nice and simple. This one actually is going to be a 3-minute steep. So I'm not going to sway from that because I know the dangers of oversteeping. Generally, you can steep a black tea for about 3 minutes. For about 5 minutes. But I'm going to play it safe. And I'll show you guys what it looks like now. I think, yeah, I can stand to put a little bit more, because you guys know I love a good strong flavor when it comes to brewing tea. There we go, just a little bit more. Did I overdo it? Overdid a little bit. That's okay. I'll put some back. Yeah, that should be perfect. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. It's not a very colorful tea, but it is a very scented, I don't want to say odoriferous, because it gives it a bit of a negative context, but here you go. So you can see it's just black tea with yellow marigold leaves. It's very simple. There's not going to be much to it. Now, the black tea, I'm assuming, is going to be Ceylon. They use a lot of black tea in their base. Wally, welcome! As their base flavors. But, there's a lot of little pieces of sponge in there. I should fix that, because I don't believe that's sanitary. So before I put the water in, Shanna, welcome! Oh, I'm just going to dust it off. It's caught in between. There we go. That's one. It's caught in between the the little grooves. You see the sides here. So I want to make sure that this is nice and sanitary before I put it in. Because every time I wash it, I have a blue sponge that I use. Yeah, it looks like I only saw like 2 or 3 pieces. Yeah, and sponge tea is not that tasty. Alright, anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this water out. Now, I'm still, while this is going to be steeped short at 3 minutes, I still used the full 212 degrees because, after all, it is a black tea, so it can handle it. I'll go ahead and set my timer for 3 minutes. I'll let that steep. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the. Oh, there we go. I got a little something in my eye. It's itching me. Anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about the health benefits. I figured that I'd strayed from that a little bit long for a little bit. I don't know. I guess it never really occurs to me because I used to talk about them a lot more back when I first started. That it just didn't. It didn't occur to me that, new stream, it's okay to repeat some information. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about the health benefits. Black tea is good. It's full of antioxidants, so it's great for the immunity. It's good for your metabolism, and the caffeine, it helps you. It helps you if you have like a headache or any aches and pains. Sometimes the caffeine does some good work there. But something, that was fast. And I just realized I never got my little cup out. Well, not the cup, but I always forget a little something. The plastic cup that I keep my infuser in after I pull it out. There we go. Perfect. And Teresa says hi, by the way. She will be joining us shortly, but she wants to shout out, so there you go. But yeah, anyway, this is a little bit it's a little bit different because one of the perks, I guess you could say, for having a tea like this is it's so scented. It's like the scent is so strong that it will actually help relax you. And scented teas usually are good for stress relief, for headaches. Like it relieves your tension, stuff like that. So this is gonna have like a bit of a 1-2 punch. Because while it has the antioxidants and it has all of the general health benefits of a black tea, it also has the benefits of the fresh scent from the lemons, and that'll help relieve any stress, anxieties, or anything like that. So yeah, it's got a good. It's gonna have some good benefits as you drink it. I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of this out. Gotta move that out the way first. Ow! It's still hot. Oh, that smells amazing. And you can see it's got a nice dark brown to it. Ooh, I almost dropped it. Oh, wow! This tea is so strong. Was this anything smelling like lemon makes you want to clean? Yeah, that's basically the scent that I'm getting. It's not just lemon, but like lemon pledge, where it's like it's just mixed with something. But it smells very fresh, very clean, it's refreshing and that's hard to say for a black tea because generally black tea is what you drink to wake yourself up. It's what you drink to keep yourself like going strong and motivated. But to have something that's this strong of a lemon is going to be very. It's going to be what's the word I'm looking for? It's gonna have the I don't want to say it's an opposite effect because they're gonna go hand in hand, but yeah, it's gonna have that more. Greg, welcome. It's gonna have that. What was this? The darker leaf of the stronger, the caffeine. It just varies between kinds. Yes and no. And I'll tell you why. All tea is made from the same leaf. As long as it's a true and genuine tea and not an herbal blend. So we're not talking about rooibos. We're not talking about like lavender tea and rose petal teas. Those are all technically not teas. They're herbal blends. But everything comes from one leaf. That being said, you'll get different kinds of caffeine for two different things that will determine it. The age of the leaf. When it's first growing, it's going to have more caffeine because the young buds need to protect themselves from insects, and caffeine is a natural insecticide. So if you pluck it out early in its age, it's gonna be more caffeinated than usual. Also, it depends on how it's processed and what region it grows in. Environmental, the environment affects the kind of the level of caffeine that it generates. Like let's say if you have an area that's saturated and it's too damp for most insects, you're not going to have a whole lot of caffeine because it doesn't need it. But if it's growing in an area that's airy and fresh out, and it's got a lot of insects in it, you're going to have more caffeine. Also, the age of the leaf, as it grows, it produces less caffeine because it doesn't need it as much. But due to the process, due to the age, due to the environment, all of these little things will affect how much caffeine it has. But technically, all tea is caffeinated. There is also when it's decaffeinated and the caffeine is somehow removed. I don't know about the process. That I would love to find out just out of morbid curiosity. But yeah, generally you don't have to worry about the caffeine. Oh, no problem. I'm glad to talk about it. Because that's not something that people ask very often, and I appreciate that that you asked it, because there's also, like I said before, the way that you process it will affect the caffeine. When we're talking about one of the most caffeinated teas out there is actually matcha, and that's the top tier of caffeine. Only because you're drinking the actual leaf. So when you steep a tea, you're only getting what the water pulls out of it. But yeah, I know you're not a big fan of decaf, Shanna. But when you're drinking matcha, you're drinking the actual leaf and not just welcome, Alejandra. When you're drinking the matcha, you're drinking the actual leaf, so you're not just getting what escapes the leaf through the water, but you're also drinking the source of it, so it's going to be higher in caffeine. And even still, matcha is slightly less caffeinated than coffee. I would say it's about maybe 3/4 of a cup. So you have that that difference there. But before I get too far, before I get too far away from the actual tasting portion of the tea tasting, I'm gonna go ahead and make my first sip. Oh, I gotta smell it first because it smells so good. Oh my god. Oh, it's so hot. Hold on. Miriam, welcome. Mate, yeah, mate is highly caffeinated, but that also is technically an herbal blend. It's not a tea. Um, but I'll talk about that in just a moment. Mmm. Oh no, it's okay. Whatever the smidgen needs, you do it. And yes, Alejandra, you can absolutely have some of this. This is like really, really awesome. I'm slurping it because I want to get the full flavor, but oh my god, this is great. This is, if you like the more traditional kind of tea and lemon tastes, where you have a black tea, like, say, Ceylon, which I'm like 99% sure that's what this is, because it's not strong like an Assam or a Keeman. Um, this is, it tastes like regular, like a regular Ceylon, close to English breakfast. So think along the lines of squeezing a lemon wedge, like a lot of lemon from that lemon wedge into your cup of tea in the morning, and that's what you'll get. Like, this is amazing. Um, I would say, I mean, it's very traditional tasting, and because of it, this is like great for a cold. If you get sick and the doctor says, drink some tea and honey, especially for the throat, this is going to be your go-to, because you've got those antioxidants. You've got the hot water is going to open up your system more. It's going to get the blood flowing, which is essential for helping you get over any diseases, any colds and flus and stuff. The best thing for you to do is to get your heart rate going, because it basically flushes you out. With the what am I looking for? Um, when you have was this you? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry that you're sick. Uh, this would be perfect for you. I think that this is part of the reason why the fates have allowed me to talk about this one specifically. We are starting to get into the winter season. Like, it literally dropped 50 degrees from from well, no, 40 degrees, sorry. It went from 80 earlier this week to 40 today. So the temperature's dropping, winter is coming, and and this is something that you'll want to be prepared for. So you get your tea with the lemon and the honey, and you've got yourself set. You don't even have to buy an extra lemon. This one has a really nice balance to it, where the lemon presence is really strong, and you don't have to add anything to it. I mean, honestly, if you're going to add honey, do it specifically for the throat. Um, Rackin' frackin' weather, I love that. But yeah. And what was it? New England, it feels like winter. Yeah, like that's what's coming. It's the change in the season, and that's good. It sucks for a lot of people because they get sick during this time as their body adjusts. But this is going to be the perfect remedy for it. It's nice, and it tastes delicious. First of all, I mean, like, I would drink this even if I wasn't sick. And this is more also like a traditional, oh, excuse me, a traditional iced tea as well. Oh, yes. Oh, I love this taste. This is actually really, the more you drink it, it has like a kind of southern comfort to it. Like you're drinking it, and it'll bring you to, like, in the middle of the summer on a hot day down south, and you're like, I don't know, hanging out. What kind of stuff is down south? I can't even think of it. Like a farm or something. But it's like it's got that kind of connotation where you got like you can sweeten it up as much as you want, and you get that traditional flavor. Uh, I said, oh yes to what? Is there some kind of tea that takes away pain? Ooh, that sounds painful. There is kind of sorta. Not for the kind of pain that you drop a dumbbell on your foot, but matcha takes away some. Well, I don't want to say it takes away, but it dulls. Um, oh, for the tea, yeah, it does dull pain, joint pain, muscle aches. Um, what else? Menstrual cramps. That's something that I know you don't have to worry about. But for the ladies, they say that matcha does help with menstrual cramps, so that's something that you might be interested in looking into. Um, but yeah, there is tea that helps take away the pain. Mm. And like, I really appreciate the traditional taste of this, because I mean, you guys come every week and you see me taste all kinds of teas, like from the regular to the exotic, the rack and frack and cramps. Yeah, I as a guy, I can't say I've experienced them myself, but I can imagine. But yeah, I mean, I taste teas all the time that like everybody knows what regular tea tastes like. Well, regular, because there's no such thing as like a regular tea. It's just a matter of what's popular. But this is the most traditional tea that I've had so far, because even if you drink English breakfast, normally people put honey in it, lemon, cream or milk, sugar. Was this your grandmother used to make garlic tea for the cramps? That doesn't sound too appetizing. I guess like lemon and garlic boiled in water. I've heard of something like that. And I think there's like sage or some kind of seasoning that you put in it. I forget, but I have heard of that. I've never tasted it, and thank God it's not a real tea, because otherwise, I I would have to drink it one day. You liked it? I mean, I've never had it, so I'm not gonna knock it. But drinking garlic water does not sound appetizing as much as I do love garlic. Um, yeah, I don't think that would be good for me. But anyway, was it? It's like the center of the garlic head. Maybe, I don't know. Mm, mm. I can't help it. This tastes really, really good. Well, hey, if it works for you, then that's all that really matters. I mean, I'm not. I I've never had that experience, so I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I mean, I would always recommend. Well, yeah, it does sound like it would taste like broth, but yeah, I guess it would depend on how it's seasoned. Because I know that garlic isn't the only seasoning in there, but like I don't know what you would put in there to ungarlic the garlic, you know? But hey, maybe one of these days I'll have it and we'll see. But I'm not gonna stream it because, for one, I don't suffer from cramps, uh, thankfully, and two, it's not a real tea. So, well, unless you put real tea in it, like you put the black tea in with the garlic and the sage or whatever. Garlic chicken has sofrito, so let's make asopao. Yeah, might as well, right? It's a cramp asopao. Cramp chicken soup. Good for the soul. Mm. Wow, this is like it's a really strong tasting tea. I'm really enjoying it because when you drink it, you feel okay. Like this is gonna be weird, but like as you swallow, it goes to the back of your throat, and the scent of the lemon comes up through the back and through your nose. Like it's that strong that you're experiencing the lemon twice. Once on the palate, and once through the nose. And I was the olfactory, I want to say, like the olfactory system. And you kind of get like this huffing sensation where it goes woof as you swallow. And I really like that. And it all goes it all pertains to the fact that when you taste, you get like what is it? What do they say? Like 80% of taste is smell, and if you're experiencing the lemon in your nose twice, once going in and once coming out, that makes it double the fun. So that's kind of why Huff and Tea, yeah. That's going in a very strange direction. But I mean, there are worse things you could huff, I'm sure. Hey, at least it's not like what's that stuff? Spray paint or something? I don't know. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it does. Well, I have many problems, and this is something you should know by now. That yes, I do have problems. I got 99 problems, but a T ain't one. I'm probably gonna get sued for that. It's a good thing I'm not doing this for profit, right? And nobody's profiting from this, so that's my disclaimer. You can't sue me because I'm not doing this for profit. I don't even know if that is the law, but I'm pretty sure it is. If not, any of you lawyers out there might need some advice. Anyway. Actually, no, I think I'm protected by the parody law. So, yeah. Can't sue me for tea, that is true. Mm. I almost forgot. Think I think it's done by now. As long as it's not dripping. Yep, it's done. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Now, before I didn't show you guys where I started. I started out to about here, but it looks like the tea has doubled in size. So we get the higher. It's really hard to see, but it looks like it like about doubled, maybe a little bit more. Maybe about 1.5 times the size. But if you take a look at that, it looks like the leaves have certainly expanded. And you don't see the marigold. I think the marigold, oh, there we go, has absorbed a lot of the color. So it's not as bright as it was before going in. You see right there? That used to be like bright yellow. And now it's dingy brown because it's absorbed a lot of the tea. I don't want to say tea juice, but like the tea essence. So yeah, that has changed color, but it's still like a little bit of a lighter brown. Um, but it hasn't made much of a color difference. The biggest difference, no pun intended, is the size. So you see that's how it expanded. And this thing, there we go. Oh, and by the way, I got another weather alert. So I guess I didn't fix it. Oh, Mickerdoodles, have a good night. I will see you later. Enjoy your new hair. Was this the gases stifle the oxygen going to my brain and the lightheadedness leaves me with a sense of euphoria? Is that your hypothesis? Because you've seen me act like this without tea, so this is me sober. Just imagine how nuts that I'd be if that were true. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I did not sweeten this tea. For those of you who do have a sweet tooth and prefer sweetened tea, this would be good for that. Oh, that's what huffing does. I thought you were like accusing me of huffing, which I mean I see where you would think so because but no, this is me completely sober. It's sad, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, I know. Okay, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Well, it happens. Oh yeah, sweetening. So, if you like a sweetened taste to it, like this like sweet tea, basically, you can sweet it for as much as you like, because this is what it was made for. Was this Bella and I are on a walk, so my responses will be delayed. Ah, I got you. Well, that's okay. If the smidgen needs her exercise and she has to go to the bathroom, then by all means, do what the smidgen need to do. My little god puppy. I love that girl. She is adorable. But that's just my personal opinion. That's a good question. I do believe she does. Take it away, Miriam. I think that I know that she has the raincoat. I know that she has a little bow tie because I got that one for her, and I seen her in it. She's styling. But yeah, that's that's what she is. She's a fashion plate. But yeah, anyway, I'm like going off on a tangent. I can't help it. I love the little smidgen. All right. So, any questions, comments, anything you want to throw at me, go right ahead. I thrive on the feedback and I thrive on the what's what I'm looking for. Like I thrive on the interaction. Oh yeah, the pink hoodie. I got that. I saw that photo. She is a cutie. Mm. Oh, this is so good. Like, and not only is it delicious, it's also satisfying. Like, it's filling up my stomach and it's making me relaxed and satiated. It's like I can just sit back and just enjoy the night. It's like I love it when a tea is caffeinated, but at the same time it relaxes you, because the caffeine that it runs through your system, um, you get more of a focused. I don't want to say a focused rush because it's not a rush at all. Excuse me. It's more like it wakes you up without giving you the jitters. Normally, I mean, if you have too much of it, it will make you a little jittery. I've experienced that a couple times, um, but not to the extent that coffee would. It would take a lot more tea to do that. And also, as I've learned the hard way, when you overhydrate yourself, sometimes you'll get a little bit more affected by the caffeine. Like, I don't know if it happens to anybody else, but whenever I drink too much tea, I can feel it in my chest and in my heart. Like I'm overhydrated and I get a little fuzzy in the head. My heart starts beating a little bit faster. Um, and I get kind of a jittery rush, but I'm still able to focus. So I like it. 9 times out of 10, it happens while I'm at work. It doesn't happen too often, but when it does, I recognize it. And generally, it's just one trip to the bathroom, and you're good to go because you get a lot of it out of your system every time you go to the bathroom. So you realign yourself hydration wise, um, and you also relieve yourself of some of the caffeine that washes away with the tea. Um, I forget the term, but there is a condition that when you're overhydrated, you can actually do some major damage and even die. But that's only it's very rare, and it usually happens while you're drinking too much and exercising, because um, as your body moves and exercises, the more you drink, the more hydrated you get. Your body goes into water conservation mode, where it doesn't release as much because it recognizes that you're working out and you need to hold on to as much water as you possibly can to keep the body hydrated. That's why on days where it's super hot and you drink a whole lot, you will find that you don't have to pee because the water is you go into conservation mode, and that water is redirected through your pores to help cool you down. So once you're back at a comfortable temperature. I was gonna say climate. I was gonna say environment, but no, those are two wrong. Two wrong references, and two wrong references don't make a right. But anyway, um, what was I saying? Yeah. When your body goes into water conservation mode, you can actually hydrolysis. Yes, that's the term. Thank you. I could not remember it. But there were some tests done on runners who have drank, like during the marathon, they drink a whole lot, and they find that they finish the race heavier than when they started. And that's because they drank a lot of water and they're not getting rid of it as much because the body's holding on to it as much as it can and releases that water in small doses. What was this? The amount of salt and electrolytes are diluted? That too. Yes, absolutely. And that's why overhydration is a bad thing, because it also messes with your body chemistry. So, well, this has gotten all sciencey and stuff, and I feel smart. Hydrolysis? Did I say hydrolysis? Hydrolysis? I don't know. Hydrolysis? I, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. So I know it's a thing, but I just don't know what that what the term is. But luckily, if you're just sitting there and you're drinking a lot of tea, thank God, because I've done this about 100 times already. When you do drink a lot of tea, and you're just sitting around. Oh, that one cleans the kidney. Hydrolysis. I don't know. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when you're sitting and relaxing, or you're not moving too much and you're drinking, the body allows you to pee more, because it realizes that you're not in any agitated state, and you don't need to conserve the water. So when you feel like A, you're overhydrated, and B, you have to pee, go and pee. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. You don't want to hold on to all of that, especially if you're overhydrated, because that's really just not good for you. And that's my science lesson for today. I'll be Mike C, the science geek. Nah, doesn't quite have a ring to it. But anyway. And that's a, what was this? Hydrolysis. Your blood cells take on too much water and explode. Well, that's not a good thing. That's definitely not that's not a good way to go, having exploding blood. You can also dry down. I don't know how, like, what do you mean dry down? Like internally? Like, I can imagine that if your blood cells are exploding, you'll dry out because there's nothing there to hold on to the water. So, I mean, it makes, dry drown. Dry, yeah. I can't read. You can also dry drown, yeah. Yes, that makes more sense. Because that water escapes. I see the R, I see it. I can't talk and read at the same time sometimes. I have issues. mm. Checking my levels. I think I'm good to top myself off. Now, even as it cools down, it tastes nice and it tastes nice and smooth. It's a good mix. Normally, you would say you hear me say that one flavor tastes more than the other. In this case, it's nicely balanced. What was it? That's not what it is, but you just told me what it is. It's dry drowning. It's when you drown. Oh wait, no. Oh wait. I do know about that. That's when you drink so much water that it goes into your lungs, or something like that. I know of it, but this is not my area of expertise. So, this is my area of expertise. Yummy. I just realized I didn't show you what it looks like in the cup. And that's not cool. Because this is I think this is kind of interesting. It's an extremely dark tea. Look at how black that is. There's usually levels. Wow, this is so frothy. But you know how there's usually levels, like in the center you'll have a darkness and then it'll get generally light the closer you get to the edge. This does not have that big of a contrast. You'll see that in the center it's dark. Nicole, welcome. You'll see that it's dark and practically black in the center, and it doesn't really get it doesn't really get lighter until like the very edge, where you have a quick transition from black to orange to yellow to white. So I'm going to see, yeah, there you go. There's not a whole lot of space between the black and the white. So that right there is an indication that this is a super black tea. It's a super black tea, and it's super tasting. Mm. Whew. Oh my god, this is I'm stuffing myself. I try to do these on a semi-empty empty stomach. What was this? The condition is hyponatremia, and it happened for drinking too much water. And what was it? Passing too much. And running too much. Yeah, this is. I'm struggling to translate the Spanish a little bit. It's. Oh no! I'm glad I could inspire you to go pee. That if nothing else comes of this stream, I talked about the importance of peeing. So there's that. Um, but yeah, like my Spanish is kind of weak, so it takes me a second to translate. I need to work on that. I know. I'm perfectly willing to admit it. But yeah, like that's my message for today. Everybody go pee. That yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so anyway, any questions, comments, anything you want to yes, yes, I am. Well, it's a slow process. I'm glad that you're happy that you are helping. Um and I struggle slightly, but you know, it's not impossible. I mean, Spanish is in my roots. So I've forgotten more than my fair share, but you know, a little exercise will help me do good. And I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I was saying any questions, comments, or anything you want to talk about, throw it at me. I open up the floor to discussion. Teresa, you're not here yet. I thought you would be, but I'm going to answer your question, your famous question. What food would this go? Would this go with? Well, good for Bella. Maybe she'll drink some of this tea, and she'll be like all over the place peeing. That would not be fun. She'll be caffeinated and peeing and. Sorry about that. I just got another weather alert, and this is really starting to mess with me. I have got to like Google how to get rid of that because this is super annoying. Anyway, at least it didn't freeze up my camera. I'm assuming that I'm still going. Um, but yeah, just comment something, anything to let me know that you guys are still here. But I'm gonna keep talking in the meantime because okay, yeah, I saw that like perfect. I am still on the air. Great. Uh, and poison. What caffeine is not good for dogs? I have no idea about these things. I've never had a dog drink tea or coffee or anything. So I mean, I would never do that to a dog. You know, I'd give him water, and that would be pretty much it. I can't think of anything else. I mean, when I think of giving animals milk, I think of cats. No caffeine for dogs or cats. That's good to know. I have heard about that cat wine. I don't know how healthy that is. I don't know. But yeah, it's the opposite. No, I will not give her no tea. First of all, I'm greedy and selfish. She is not going to get my tea. As much as I love her, she's not going to get it. No milk for adult cats? Oh, I did not know that. Good to know. I mean, I can't own a cat anyway, but yeah, it's good to know. Um, I have two dogs actually. They're technically not mine. My friends that I live with, they have a pit bull and a Rottweiler mixed with something. So you have Maji and June, and they are little pains in the butts, but I love them. I'll have to. Yeah, I was just gonna say I'll have to send you some pictures. They're a trip. But anyway, what was this? She can guest star while I'm watching her. That is true. Yeah, I'll have to do something like that. That's gonna be awesome. By the way, I have agreed to dog sit my little god dog for a weekend. So yeah, that's gonna be coming up sometime next month. So chances are you'll see me on location. You have two Shih Tzus? Oh, I love Shih Tzus. They are so adorable, little lap dogs. But anyway, so I went off on a tangent there. To answer Teresa's question, what kind of food would this go with? It's a very savory tea. Um, so I would want to match this up with something. Strangely enough, oh, excuse me. Strangely enough, I think that this would go well with like a nice, like steak and mashed potatoes, like anything that you would drink iced tea with. So, was it live from your living room? Yeah, exactly. Um, I would go with like mashed potatoes, steak. For dessert, I don't want to get too sweet. Uh, I think lemon pound cake would go well with the lemon and the tea. Fresh salmon, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't drink iced tea with fresh salmon. I would drink it hot. Um, but in this case, yeah, that should be fine. Tea and biscuits, yeah, absolutely. Because it's got like that really traditional taste, you can treat it as a traditional tea. I mean, tea and lemon, it goes with pretty much anything. So it's pretty good to pair with a savory meal. Um, I don't think that I would pair it with pasta or anything, um, just because of the spices. But for something like meat, even like hamburgers, barbecue. This I think that it would go well with barbecue stuff. Mm. Okay, announcements, because I am getting close to the end of the stream. Announcements. Let me check my calendar real quick. But I want to before I make anything official. Okay, so next week is the 19th. So I'm going to do my what's the word I'm looking for? The raffle. I'm gonna do my raffle. This is gonna be the prize that I talked to you guys about last month. I'm really excited about this one because it's so unique. But this one is gonna be a guest spot on my stream, either remotely um, or I'll have either they'll come here, I'll go to them, whatever. But yeah, this is gonna be Ma. Welcome back. We're going to do that. We're gonna do that on the 19th. Whoever wins, we'll have to schedule the we'll have to schedule it. But yeah, that's gonna be the prize. So if you want to get if you want to have a guest spot on my stream, go ahead and sign up and good luck. It's gonna be a great prize. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to do the guest stream the following week, which is the 26th, and that's because that's gonna be the week of Halloween, and well, the week before Halloween. It's the last Friday, so I'm going to have another special guest. For those of you who have been asking, quite a few of you, I'm going to be having another tea party with my little goddaughter Anna, and she's excited about this one, and I'm excited about it because since it's Halloween, we're going to be in costume. So I've already got the tea picked out, and it's gonna be amazing. that's that's all I have to say about that. Um, any other announcements? I mean, you guys already know. Keep an eye out on the Facebook chat. Not the chat. The Facebook group. That is like the number one. Where you're gonna get your information. But yeah, all of those announcements and all of the updates, it's gonna come through there. So, hooray! Mm. Oh, this is really nice. Like, the cooler that it gets. Do I have my costume picked out? I do. I'm gonna work on it. I'm actually making this. Well, I'm making my one prop. I'm making my one prop over this weekend. It should only take about maybe an hour or so. But I got this idea that I'm really dying to do it. So, you guys will see. It's gonna be awesome. Um, I'm gonna probably finish it tomorrow or Sunday or something. But yeah, I'm I'm actually excited to do it. I don't want. I'm. You see, I'm struggling, right? You see, I'm struggling to tell you what it is. But I'm going to leave it as a surprise. I mean, it's going to happen on the 26th, so it's gonna be before the actual Halloween day. So you'll get a preview. I'm also going to if they have the contest again this year, I'm going to enter it in. You guys know last year I won, what was it, the $50 prize. That was so awesome. So this year I hope to get the 100. I think it was like what, 50, 100, and 150 were the prizes. But yeah. Anyway, I am ready, willing, and able to do that Halloween stream. The only thing is I know that Anna can be a little energetic, so I'm probably gonna have to watch her more than my costume. Oh, okay. But anyway, this, oh my God, this tea is so good. Like, even as it cools down, it's maintaining the flavor, and I'm actually kind of glad that I understeeped this a little bit, because as it cools down, like the black tea portion of it gets slightly stronger, and when you oversteep black tea, it gets bitter to the point where it's just like nah nah nah. You know, it's like you get all of that. It really, they say that bad tea is really bad, and yeah, I can see why. It ruins. It's like bad tea can ruin your perspective on tea altogether. So I'm glad I had it done professionally made, and had everything explained to me with enough, like it's easy to say, "Oh, I don't like this. I'm never having it again." But to understand that a bad tea can have that effect on you, I have had quite a few cups of bad tea. Live and learn. But that's the way to go. You just got to keep on trying until you get it right. Ooh, okay, so I'm almost done. I think I have maybe about 2 or 3 sips left. So opening up the floor again. Any questions, comments? Last call. Mm. Oh, this is gonna put me to sleep, I swear. Like I'm so relaxed and full and satiated. Like this is the way that all of my nights should end, like just relaxing, chatting, just having a good time. And I think this is gonna be my last sip. So, well, this is your last final call for anything that you want to talk about. Mm. Oh, I lied. One more sip. And I'm going to chug this one. Mm. Mm. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you guys for joining me again. I had a blast. Join me next week, 8 p.m. Central. I forgot what blend I picked, but I'll be making the announcement. You know what? Let me run here real quick. Next week I'm gonna be. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, next week I'm doing Yunnan Noir, so that's one that you're gonna be excited to listen to because I've never had it. I have smelled it. That's like the good night and sweet dreams to you too. I have smelled it and it smells amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. I will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Ooh, hiccups. And you guys keep in touch. Bye.